Thanks for staying with us. So President Bola Tinubu on Tuesday declared a state of emergency in Rivers State, sacking the governor, his deputy, and the House of Assembly. According to him, the move was necessary due to the breakdown of law and order in the oil-rich state. Joining us to discuss the issue is a constitutional lawyer, Barrister Kabir Akingbolu. You can also join the conversation on 02016352013 or 09024163440. Tweet us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC. Did I murder your name? Because I saw a look.
No, you got it well.
Oh, wow. So I saw the look and I flustered.
You have been used to me in the house and I'm used to the system.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
So yesterday we started this conversation here. We thought it was play. Only for us to get home. We just had state of emergency. And people have been talking about it. Some people are saying that the president does not have, according to the constitution, cannot declare a state of emergency in a state that is not war. You know, I had to read a bit of the constitution today to see that there's supposed to be like war, disorganization, and some of those things listed in the constitution. Others are saying that he has the absolute right, because right now we're already hearing that some pipelines are being destroyed already. You know, governance is not happening. So tell us what you think.
Now, those who are saying that the president has the power or not, first of all, let us ask, as we are not in a pariah state. We are not under a military rule. Even if we are not in democracy, at least we're in civil rule. And we have done that for at least 26 years. So people should clap for us. We are there. Military is not coming back by its grace. Now, are we going to allow what happened in the past that has given military the right to come in? Are we going to give it right? It's either we choose to live in peace or we choose to live the other way. And again, any keen observer who is not biased and who is not partisan and who is not sentimental, we know that there must be a solution. And one of the solutions, you can solve problem by the psychologists say you can solve problem in a lot of ways. You can solve problem by confrontation, which is worse. You know, I beat you, you beat me. You can solve problem by compromise. Okay, let's come to the round table and talk our problem over. It will be a win-win situation. You can solve problem by do nothing. You just look. Whatever happens, let it happen. Now, the president has taken, he did not take the first option because it's the worst one, the do nothing thing. Initially, he started it, he was just watching like a bat, to use the word of Fayoshi. Now later, he came back and called the warring parties, all the gladiators to Abuja. That's last year. And he spoke with them. Say, okay, go and put your house in order. I know what some leaders will have done in the past. They will have, taken advantage of it to say, oh, since it's not my party, I can make the place not to be governable. But the president didn't do that. I have said it somewhere in another forum that the president has been unpretentiously magnanimous, unprecedentedly, in fact. Obasanjo cannot take half of this, 1/3 of this. He will have declared the state of emergency. However, now, he called all of them, spoke with them. They went back to Rivers. They pretended as if all was well for about 1 or 2 weeks. One of the problems that our leader used to have is their age sometimes. The governor wasn't talking. The aide started talking that, oh, what is the business of the president with this? It's just, prognosing into the affairs of Rivers State. Rivers is not Lagos, this and that. They started talking. Before you know it, he started working in the minds of the governor and he started playing the other way. And instead of him to put the house together, he couldn't do it and everything went back. The simulated piece of the graveyard returned to crisis. And they started again. Oh, some people have resigned from the house. Some have not resigned. They went to court. The court has declared they have given a judgment. Now, something is very, very, key here. Later, the president, after the Supreme Court judgment, did not even close his eyes. He summoned them again through Pandef. The governor was there. The stakeholders in the Niger Delta, they were there. He spoke with them. Go and put your house in order. That is the second or third time. They did not still listen. My brother, look at it. The first one, do nothing. He didn't talk to them. He allowed them to solve it. They didn't solve it. He called them to resolve it by compromise. They did not agree. So, and yesterday, they started blowing up pipelines. Is it until they started killing people? Or is it until they start to kill people? No, you cannot expect the president to fold his arms when his house is in order. As the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, every nook and cranny, including my father's house, is under the supervision and authority of the president. And he will not want anything to happen there, because what starts like a mere misunderstanding can become a war. So the president has taken this move by declaring a state of emergency, and it did not start today. In the old Western region, the first state of emergency to be declared was in the Western region. I think in 1964, thereabout. And what the Constitution says, if in his opinion, is a kind of discretion of the president. He does not need to take permission from anybody. It's in his opinion. And again, let us not pretend as if everything is okay here. If we are not trying to be biased, in our opinion, all is not well with River State. You understand? Okay. It has been from one crisis to the other.
Okay. And
don't be surprised. It can get out of hand.
Yes. Okay, so let me ask a question, right? First of all, so you said that all of us and all the states are under the guidance of the president, that this is something that the pipeline was busted. We've not even done the investigation for us to know why or who busted the pipelines, and pipelines are busted in the past. And then thirdly, as a lawyer, you know that there are specific guidelines and outlines for a state of emergency to, under section 305, subsection 3. Yes. Specifically. Yes. So that means we even know that the underlisted, none has happened so far in River State. Then let's look at the northern part of Nigeria, where things are actually happening, where there's Boko Haram and so many insurgencies and terrorist attacks, where there's actually kidnapping, where we have issues. You cannot compare what's happening in the north with what's happening in River State. Why has the president decided to now call a state of emergency in River State that the issue wants to start or is about to start or might not start? What happens to the northern states that issues have been happening? Why has a state of emergency not been called in the north?
Yes, you have made a very good point, but then we will explain it and understand it very well. If you look at it, those instances that you cited, they are not applicable here. What is happening in the north, yes, there's a challenge to security. Okay. Do you understand? Now, there is no challenge to governance. Nobody has said the governor should not come into his office. Nobody has said the House of Assembly should not sit, because the paraphernalia of office or the authority of office, what makes a state to be peaceful is when the governor, the local government chairman, the councillors, the House of Assembly member, the rep, they can perform their duties. Okay. In a situation whereby the governor can no longer hold forth, a situation whereby the House of Assembly can no longer hold forth, a situation whereby the local government cannot hold forth, what happens? It's anarchy. But in those states you have cited, Boko Haram, fine. Cattle rustlers in Kaduna State, what they call them, terrorists in Borno. There is a Zamfara, that's what they call them. There's another thing. There's another name. Kidnapping and other insurgency. All these people, they have not disturbed the governor from accessing the office. They have not disturbed the House of Assembly from accessing the office. The House of Assembly of the states have not been sitting and talked. We enter and take the mace and run away. We are heading to anarchy.
So there are different
issues. Oh, okay. In Borno, when it was declared in those days, it has got to the stage that nobody could even move freely. Do you understand? Do you understand? In Borno, in Taraba, in Adamawa then, you understand? You could no longer, even they go to banks, break it up and so on and so forth. But here, it will get to that in Rivers if the president fails to take an action.
Yeah, we'll take a short break here so that when we come back, we'll continue this conversation. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right